Hey YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. Let's get started.
For my stash. So luckily I was able to find some things that were still in the package so I can tell you what they are. This is, I think, from American Craft, some star sheet. These come from the actual calendar kit. They were stickers and I just cut them off the sheet. This is old, I think this, don't know where this came from, but I found it. It was a ticket and I ran it through my Xyron so that I could use it. Here's the vellum piece that may need to go through my Xyron if I decide to use it. Here's some enamel dots from my mind's eye. And yeah, these are enamel dots, like buttons. I don't know if I want to use these or if I want to use one of these sentiments down here at the bottom. We'll see how I use it. These are Amy Tan's flower leaves, and I want to use those to make a layer, and I'll show you what I'm gonna use those with. I think I want to use this little pink heart here. So if you can see here, this has a flower right here, and I'm thinking I want to put this on some white cardstock and fussy cut it out and use it as an embellishment to layer and use these leaves with. Here is another embellishment. These are rub-ons from my mind's eye. Can you tell I'm cleaning out my stash? And so here are the stamps. Amy Tan. I don't even know what the stamp set is called. I labeled it as Heart and Words. So I was going to use these, this, because it goes with my story, possibly this, and maybe this. I don't know what the color of those leaves are, so that's why I pull this out. I want to use this stamp here from, what is this, Everyday Explorer. It's 29 Prompts by Christine Heron. I want to use this stamp here that says This Moment, and it has a little camera. And last stamp set is by Allie Edwards, the Lens Collection, and I hadn't decided which one of these I want to use. Okay, so those are everything I'm going to be working with. Oh, here are the inks that I'm going to use for stamping. Tangerine, Smoothie, Archival Black, and Sweet Leaf. They're all from Close to My Hearts. Beth Ann Black, as I've said before, is a great distributor of Close to My Heart, and she always works with you, and she always, not always, but sometimes has a deal where you buy $40 merchandise, she'll send you a free ink pad and a stamp set. So this is the paper, came from my stash. I think it's Maggie Holmes, I want to say, an old collection. It came from my stash. I'm gonna use it to back my photos. And here is the actual page that I'm going to be working with from the calendar. This is not, that's just a tag that I'm going to stamp on. So all these border pieces, except for this was just a piece of scrap cardstock I'm going to use. All of these border pieces came from, I had to tear them out. Okay, so here's the actual page. It goes in this direction, like the orientation is landscape. But I'm going to turn it portrait. I can stack my photos this way. And I may have to cut this off. I'm not sure how it's going to fit with my border pieces here. So we'll see. I'm not going to cut any of this because I like the thickness of this. I'm just going to cover this up with an embellishment cluster. And I'm just going to back it to this white cardstock.
All right, YouTube, let's get started here. First thing I'm going to do is get this page glued down to the white cardstock. This is from the December page, as I said earlier. I'm going to stick this aqua strip of cardstock to the right to offset, to make it look like a border, like I did intentionally do it, but to make it seem like the page is, assembled like that. I'm going to layer all of these border strips over here to the right to build up that side and draw interest to it. All of these border strips, aside from the aqua cardstock, came as part of the calendar kit. So I just used these border strips to create a cluster of border strips here. This one ripped when I tore it off of the perforated page, but I just, went ahead and finished tearing it apart. and use one piece to put it over here to the left to bring in some of that gold that was over there on the right hand side. Okay, and now I am going to start backing my photos. This green paper is an old paper from, like I said earlier, Maggie Holmes. And I just thought it would go really well and make my photos pop. The story of these photos is I was chosen by my principal, I'm a teacher, to be interviewed as a teacher who has had an impact on the campus. So I had people from the communications department of my ISD to come to this campus, and we took photos and did an interview, and then there was a write-up in the school, the district's publication, online publication, about me and my contributions to the profession and how I help teachers. And it was a great day. I got to show my teaching to him. He came to the classroom and watched me teach, and it was a great day. My students were excited. I was excited. They could not stop complimenting me on my makeup, and it was just a really good day. And that's why I chose this layout for these photos for that particular layout, because it says choose happy. Every day I was happy teaching my students, but this particular day was a really good day. So in the intro of the video, you saw me showing you all of the items I was going to use, but the flower did not match as I thought it would. So I pulled over another sticker sheet that had a flower. That sticker sheet was by Amy Tan to use that flower. And now I'm just getting some leaves to match the flower cluster. And I thought that one matched better than the initial one that I was going to use. I backed it on to white cardstock, and I'm just going to fussy cut it out. Yeah, and that's the flower I'm going to use to cover up the hole over here to the left. All of these holes on all of these pages come from, because it's a calendar kit. You're supposed to hang the calendar on the wall and take it down month by month to show it. But I'm not much of a calendar person, so I am a scrapbook person. When I picked this up, I just knew that these pages would be great scrapbook pages, so that's what I'm using them as. It's always good to repurpose things for uses that make you happy. Okay, what I'm doing now is taking that rub-on sheet from my mind's eye, and I'm cutting out that today because it's gold, and I'm going to make my title be Choose Happy Today, which is what I did. I chose to be happy that day. There was not very much that could crank my spirit. It was a really great day. I also pulled over a gold arrow, and I thought that went real well right there on that cluster of flowers. And because they're older, I had to do a little more rubbing than normal. Cut through that part. And now I'm going to choose to put this relax ticket up here. Not even sure where that came from, but I know that it would fit this layout because I really had to make myself relax. I was so nervous during the interview. I just had to tell myself to, just tell the man your story and keep calm, and it'll be okay. So I'm going to use the ticket as well as this. It was a speech bubble, but I cut the little bottom part off sticker, and I'm going to put the vellum back on it because it came off. So I'm just going to put some glue on there and stick it back on there to make it hard, and that's going to be the cluster at the top. Then I'm going to use the stamp set to stamp out 3 reasons why. I think it says it's I want to say Everyday Explorer stamp that I showed you at the beginning in the intro. I don't think I use any of that. Um, oh, I'm resituating the. I was like, what am I doing? I'm resituating the circle so that it's like overlapping the relaxed ticket. Now I'm just going around and putting that little star up there. And now I'm putting these little hearts around my layout over there on the ticket to, bring in all the colors. This layout is going to be very simple. Like, it seems like a lot, but it just comes together really quick, and it just is very simple. I think what took the longest is me trying to figure out which ones to use, which embellishments to use. So I put the flower cluster on top of, not on top of, I backed the flower cluster with foam adhesives so that it would be popped up off of the page to give some dimension to that left side of the page. Here we go. Alright. And now I'm still trying to see if I can use those tags. Yeah, that's what took the longest. It's me actually trying to figure out what I could use and didn't want to use. So now I'm going to put these leaves down. I'm going to use 2 on each side of the flower cluster. And I think I'm going to move to my stamping after this. I think I tried to use the green arrow, but I don't think I actually use it. I think I just leave it off. Yeah, I like that I chose to turn this page in portrait view versus landscape, because I feel like those photos going down like that, it's just awesome. Even though the title is choose to be happy, choose happy today, is written sideways. I just still like it. So here's me stamping it out, and I'm just going to do my journaling. I'm going to draw out my lines to write out the 3 things, top 3 of today or something like that it says. I don't remember exactly what it says. And I'm going to use these puffy green stickers. Who's this from? I don't remember where. Oh, Pink Fresh Studio. To number my journaling, and I'm going to do my journaling. And I believe that's going to be it. I believe that's going to be me calling my layout done. Yeah. So guys, thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next video, I hope you're enjoying your day and have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.